My throat is killing me. I've had enough. I've had enough. And on Sunday, I want the win. And, it's a big shout. I want the win on Sunday. But, if Roma keep on playing like this, a win on Sunday is very hard to achieve. Like, we need to be better in every single position, in every single section. We need to be better in defense overall. We got to be more balanced. We need to be better in attack. In fact, in this live stream, I'm going to give Alex to join us, but I'm going to... right, Alex is joining in a bit, but, I am going to say my predicted 11. We're going to examine Venezia, and we're going to speak about how Roma approaches the match on Sunday overall, because obviously the morale is absolutely shit, and this is something we will definitely discuss tonight with Alex. He should join any seconds now, so stay tuned. In the meantime, if you're new here, please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, it takes 2 seconds and it supports all of us so much. Also like this live stream. Let's try and get 10 likes by the end of the live stream. Would be absolutely amazing. Do it for my throat. I care about my throat. You probably care about my throat. Please, if you like this live stream, my throat will get better. But, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the morale and how Roma will approach this match. Because, obviously, the match against Bodo Glimt, if you saw that match, if you had the volume on, you heard that the fans were booing AS Roma and Mourinho at the end of the match. And this is not a good sign in my opinion. Because as I said before, the fans need to be attached to their own club. I understand you want more from Roma. But, so let me quickly, right. Let me get Alex on again. Let me get me 2 seconds. And we'll get Alex on and we'll talk about, we'll get ready. Right, so right, Alex should just join us. But yeah, I think the morale is very important. Right, Alex is here. Let's get him on. There we go.
There you go.
Hi, mate.
Simon, how are you?
Very well, mate, despite that match yesterday. But, we grow, and we need to be better. But my throat, mate, is absolutely killing. I've got a good old tea here because my throat is partly due to the match yesterday. But my throat, all my days, it hurts.
Absolutely.
So, we've got a very important match on Sunday. And, it feels like we're on a roll. We say this every time. But I don't know. At this stage, I'm not even sure if Roma wins on Sunday.
Okay.
Normally I'm the one being positive and I try to bribe you. But, I gotta admit that I was not expecting a draw yesterday. And I'm not sure if you remember when I said I cannot see Roma not winning yesterday's match. And I was wrong. And you were almost right. So my bribing was useless in a way. But, at this stage, I think we need to be better. We need to be better because we're not balanced in defense. There's always gaps. Abraham is not scoring. So, predicted 11s in this live stream will be very, very interesting. I'm very interested to listen and to know what you are going for because, I feel like after yesterday's match, we have discovered some new people. Because the substitutions Mourinho made were possibly the positive note of yesterday's match. They did give an immediate impact. Shomurodov, Borja Mayoral. So the big question here is, would they start over Abraham on Sunday?
I do not think Abraham would start on Sunday. I do not think Zaniolo would start on Sunday.
Wow.
It's just my thought, but who knows? Mourinho has his ways of trying to create that belief and that positivity. But even before we begin looking at that, let me remind our viewers out there: number one, is we have 19 points on the table. Underneath us is Atalanta with 19 points.
Atalanta's catching up.
Now, let's not also forget that Atalanta has more goals for. I mean, they've scored more goals. Yes, the goal difference, they have considered more. We got Lazio knocking underneath us with 18 points underneath Atalanta in 6th place. They have scored more goals. Fiorentina as well. I believe they've scored 16 goals. So on those people right there trying to catch up on us, it gives us that added pressure that we have to win.
Exactly. That's spot on. That is actually spot on. Because, I'm not sure if you read today's title, but I actually, in today's, this live stream's title, I actually said Atalanta is catching up. And it's a big, very important deal. Because Atalanta can be good on their day. They were almost about to beat Manchester United this weekend. They are a very solid club. Very similar to Bodo Glimt. They play quick football. What Roma need to inherit. But you know what, mate? The first thing I'm asking, obviously, before you weren't available in the match reaction, which I totally agree, totally understand, sorry, I should say. So, do you want to give us a quick, maybe 2 sentences of your match reaction before getting onto the preview?
Oh, definitely. Sure. Match reaction. Well, I said it. And I'm sure most people were like, man, Alex is and Chuck are crazy in the reactions and all of that, and Josh and Gary, pretty much. I expected us to have lost the game.
You were saying that throughout the entire week.
We were this close to losing the game.
Yeah.
Yes, we can blame the referee all we want, but it's not the referee's fault. And like I said in the group chat, pretty much they played better than us. The question is, we were lucky to get a point out of it. The team did not play well. I'm happy Mourinho said that in the press conference, post-match press conference, where he said Zaniolo, Abraham, and I believe Mkhitaryan did not have enough finesse.
No, Mkhitaryan. If Mkhitaryan starts on Sunday, Mourinho's having an absolute laugh. Mkhitaryan doesn't need to start on Sunday. He needs to get back fit, because it's just playing Mkhitaryan right now is like playing with 10 players.
I would want to see Mourinho do this. It's time to send a message. I believe he's been lenient. He has taken the stick for them. It doesn't mean, you're going to forget your key players. But I would love to see Felix Guillen front. Let's see El Shaarawy. He deserves a start.
Definitely. El Shaarawy needs to start.
He needs to start. So, positive start. El Shaarawy, Pellegrini, if he's better, fine, he could start. But again, what other number 10 do we have? So maybe Shomurodov could fill up that spot if that's possible. I don't know. Zaniolo, no. I want to say Carlos Perez. Let's see if the starting 4 brings something new with Guillen up front, or switch it. Guillen can be at the center, creating for Shomurodov. Anything outside that, it's crazy. But we didn't play, my full match reaction is we didn't play well enough.
No, I get that. And something I was actually focusing on. Now, obviously this channel is a Roma channel. And, against Milan, once again, the referees cheated. And we were saying that the referees went against Roma. But to be fair, yesterday's match, Roma were missing 1/2 penalties. But Ibanez's goal was offside. So Bodo Glimt fans, if any of them are still in the live stream, they got wrecked as well by the referees. But the big question here, which I'm going to ask you is, does it make any sense to you choosing to buy and invest money on such high technology VAR and just leave the Europa Conference League out? That doesn't make any sense to me. You either decide to put it everywhere or you don't.
Are you forgetting that last year, or maybe earlier this year, or pretty much it was last year, right? Where Tottenham and those folks in the Europa Conference League. If I'm not mistaken, in the group stages, I did not think they had VAR, but it came in the later stages, and I think it's the same thing you're trying to apply here. I hope I'm correct. Whereby in the
Doesn't make
group
sense
stages,
to me.
yeah, but I don't know why Europa is Europa is doing that, but
I think I was speaking at school with my mate. I think it's because obviously the Europa Conference League has a lot of teams, therefore a lot of matches, and UEFA would need to pay a referee to be the VAR assistant. So it's all about money. But saying that UEFA doesn't have the money to invest in this is absolute bullshit to me, because I'm sure they don't lack the money. Yeah, so, Bodo Glimt is over. Venezia's coming up on Sunday, which, as we say every time, it's a must 3-pointer. So, my first question before saying our predicted 11 is, how does Roma approach this match? Because obviously yesterday in the live stream, I wasn't available to put the volume on because of copyright. I was just watching the match. But many people say that at the end of the match, AS Roma fans were booing the squad. And I think this is not a good sign at all. The fans need to be united with the squad. Otherwise...
Oh, okay.
So, I understand... I understand the fans wanting more from the squad. But it's too early to boo him. It's just too early. I'm sorry. I'm a Roma fan. We're Roma fans. I understand that Roma fans want more. I understand that Roma fans wanted a win yesterday. But it's a bit too early to start booing the squad, in my opinion.
Well...
at the end of the day, we're still fourth in this area. Which, I understand it, but I don't get it.
So, this is my take. Could we have played better in all the games we have dropped points? Keeping in mind that we have won only 2 of our last 5 league games, and I believe we've only taken 1 point from the last 6 matches. If we go back and reanalyze all those games, could AS Roma have done better?
Yeah.
In any way possible? If the answer is yes, we would have done better, then those boys or men deserve to be booed, because the fans showed up. 40,000 fans, I believe, showed up, or if I'm not mistaken, or 4,000. I can't remember the number now. People have better things to do, but when they throw their money at the back of these players, we expect better. I don't want to hear players are going home after such poor matches or games. We deserve better. We want to see goals. And it's not just to blame Mourinho, because he is dealing with the hand he's been dealt with, and to tell you that he is doing everything in his power to make the goals come forth. He's gone to not the team B, but pretty much the youth to go pick up Felix Guillen. He's bringing in VR as of yesterday, who was pretty much poor to me. Brings in VR. He's giving people chances. So who are you really going to blame? It's going to be on time. The clock, tick-tack. It's going to take time. However, we need to win. And I'm sorry, fans get frustrated easily. The team deserves to be booed. They need to step up. And that is my take. They need to step up.
And, something else is, do you think Pellegrini will be back for this match? Because I don't think he will as well. And this makes a lot of difference in my predicted 11. I'm not sure if it's in yours as well, but Pellegrini not being available for this match makes the attacking midfielder section look completely different in my predicted 11. And we'll lead on to that in a sec. Someone is asking, do you have any updates on Vigna's last injury? Vigna
is not going to be available. He's not going to be ready either. He's doubtful. Let me use the word doubtful. Vigna and Pellegrini are doubtful for the game.
But, yeah. Right, so, examining Venezia, they are 16th in the Serie A. They're obviously a newly promoted club. in every single Serie A game up to now, so 2 months and a half-ish of action, they only scored 8 goals. This just puts to mind that conceding on Sunday, even if we win 4-1, is shit. We cannot concede against Venezia. Even if we score 4. We can't.
We may.
Yeah, we may, but, we literally can't. It's illegal.
I'll tell you why we may. There are 3 very good attacking players that they do have, mainly with the striker. I believe his name is, David Okereke, and also Mataya Aramu. Those 2 players, and as well as Thomas Henry, are very, very good. Now, yes, Venezia, they're missing some of their star midfielders and players too, but these 3 players I've named for them are very, very good. Think 3 Victor Osimhens. It's sad that they haven't really done very well in the team. They're newly promoted, but it would take the grit and the need out of us to really dig deep. And I want Mourinho to think outside the box. Do not play Mkhitaryan. Please,
yeah,
I beg
don't.
you. I
don't
think he's
start Mkhitaryan.
He's still going to use Mkhitaryan. Mourinho loves the reactionary way of games, whereby, okay, we concede, then, okay, how do we bounce back? But I believe we can start at, if we can start with a foot, at the front, or a front foot as scored, and if we can have Shomurodov there or Gian there, and give the team a new look, and let's see. Maintain the back 5. Obviously there is no Vinia, but Ibanez could play from there, just like we saw yesterday. I love Cristante in that position. He is a terrific, passer of the ball, because if you could see how many times he was feeding that ball all the way to Karsdorp in the Volap run, and Zaniolo, it was amazing. So I would like to see more of that.
Yeah, and this leads us onto our predicted 11. Now, my predicted 11 looks like this. Obviously, Pellegrini, in my opinion, won't start. Knee inflammations are always bad. Viña, I wasn't aware of Viña, so thanks to you guys, now I know that he's in doubt. So I'm not going to start Viña as well. My predicted 11 looks like this. Rui Patricio, Karsdorp, Mancini, Ibanez, and Calafiori. The 2 defensive midfielders are Verito and Cristante. But the 3 attacking midfielders are, I think Zaniolo will start. I think I think Zaniolo will start, but will play central like he did yesterday. I'm putting Felix far right and El Shaarawy on the far left. So my 3 attacking midfielders would be El Shaarawy, Felix, and Zaniolo central. And the big question here is, Mourinho, will he start Abraham, Borja Mayoral, or Shomurodov? Now, I think Mourinho has faith in Abraham, and I think he'll start Abraham because, Mourinho understood that he needs to, Abraham needs to get back scoring. And Mourinho wants this to happen. So I think he will choose Abraham. But don't get me wrong, I would not get surprised if Borja Mayoral starts. He gave a good impact to yesterday's match. I think he deserves more minutes in his legs. He deserves more faith from his manager. I think Abraham will start, but don't get me wrong, if Shomurodov or Borja Mayoral starts, I will not be surprised. Okay. But I think Felix will start. Like, I can sign on a piece of paper that Felix will start tomorrow.
Fair enough. I think, for me, Rui Patricio in goal, Rick Karsdorp, and obviously Gianluca Mancini will be playing. Ibanez, Calafiori. Those are the back lines, and goalkeeper, obviously. And we would have Jordan Vertout, Brian Cristante. We would also have the likes of, unfortunately, even though I don't want to see him on the pitch starting, we're going to have Nicolo Zaniolo start.
Yeah.
We would have, the sad part is we're going to have Henrik Mkhitaryan start.
Nah, fuck.
I'm just being real. That is Mourinho for you. He's gonna play him. El Shaarawy deserves a start, so I'm thinking he may start. And the reason why I think he would not start is El Shaarawy changes games. He's a game changer.
But El Shaarawy, you know what the problem with El Shaarawy is? I think he's great, but he's not. He doesn't, maintain his fitness. Like El Shaarawy played a wonderful match against Bodo Glimt. I would not be surprised if on Sunday he plays a shitty match. Like, that's El Shaarawy.
Yeah. So I'll go with Carlos Perez. And obviously, like you rightfully said, 40 million man.
Exactly. That's why you just can't not say Abraham.
40 million man. Yeah, I know people were cussing at Mourinho after the game yesterday, saying he's a piece of this and piece of that. But we stick by Mourinho. In Mourinho, we solidly stand by. He's our manager. We must have faith in the manager. We believe in him. Even though we're passionate and we really like him because of his winning mentality, we must do something as well, which is we must stand behind the team. But also, we shouldn't fail to tell them that, hey, you guys had a shitty match. How do you guys sleep at night? So, and I believe we're playing away. Are we playing away?
We are. Yeah, we are. And that's another negative thing, because Venezia is not, it's not, next door to Rome. It's quite far away. It's up north. So, Bodo Glimt on Thursday, back in Rome, going to Venezia, the cycle gets tired. But I'm going to add something. So you know how everyone says that one of the biggest life messages is to never give up? I'm going to say, and I'm not going to give up and say, that Abraham will score on Sunday. I've been saying this for like 7 game weeks now, and Abraham proved me wrong. But I'm not giving up, and I'm continuously saying that Abraham will score on Sunday.
I have something better for you. If Felix Guillen plays, he would score. My money's in Felix Guillen to score. And one thing I can tell you, I'll put my money on again, is Zaniolo is not going to score, and Zaniolo is going to have a clear chance, and he will not pass the ball. I put my money on that.
I put my money on a Tammy goal, a Tammy beauty, a Tammy masterclass.
If you notice what I told you guys yesterday, our desperation would only make us get frustrated. The team has to calm down, not rush it, be more clinical, have more finesse, and play with brilliance, wisdom, apply wisdom, and you would see it work out.
Now, my last 2 questions, and then we'll end the live stream. My second to last question is, after this match, it's international duties. Do you think it's a positive factor, or do you think it will be a negative factor?
It would be positive. It's going to be positive, or it will be a positive factor if the whole team or the whole guys who are not being called, to their respective nations or national squad. It would be positive if they all stay in Trigoria and train day and night, and like you rightfully said about a week ago, if they all play blindfolded and tied together and play and stay and sleep together and form a bond, it will be positive. But if they're just going to train normally and eat some pizza, it's going to be useless.
And I think it will be positive, because I do think now, Roma is on a roll of not getting great results. In these last month, they haven't won many matches. So I think it will be positive because, they can reassess. Mourinho can talk to them. They can talk to each other. And it will be big. And my last question to you is obviously score prediction on Sunday. Oh, first we've got a question coming from the chat saying, Simon, and I assume Alex as well, are you Jose out? No.
Absolutely.
Never.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't even be a hypothesis right now. It shouldn't even be a theory. If you don't allow time, Nothing will happen. And I'm going to stick this here until the very end. Oh, I wrote it the wrong way around. But, you know, no one should be Jose out unless you're a Jose hater.
So check it out. What more can a manager bring out of this team? What more is the question. If you change your manager, it doesn't. What does that change in the team? I mean, come on now. So I do not think the Fred Klings or the Fred Kings are going to change Mourinho. They're going to give him a full season to reassess. The transfers that happen in January would really be a big statement as to the ambition of the club. And the transfers that come in January also would tell us or give us the measuring yardstick to see, is the team formed well enough to compete in the league and also in the conference league. How far can we go? I'm happy we're having these setbacks now. It's still early. I'm happy. I love it, because it will be pathetic if we had lost 6-1 to Bodo Glimt in the quarterfinals or in the semifinals. So I want us to have any failures right now. The season is still young, and strengthen or get stronger as we go into the festive seasons. So there's a no for me. Mourinho stays.
No, it shouldn't even be.
Mourinho stays.
Shouldn't be a statement right now.
And I would rather want to see Mkhitaryan sold, as well as, if possible, Zaniolo sold before Mourinho walks out or loaned out. Send Zaniolo to Real Madrid, and give us Vinicius Junior, give us Insigne, and let Mkhitaryan be sold and Zaniolo go on loan. Maybe he needs to learn how to pass the ball. And if Tammy Abraham isn't scoring, then I'm sorry. Is there a buyback clause, for Chelsea? Chelsea, please come buy him back. Come buy him. There you go.
If Lukaku gets injured, they always have a plan B.
Well, they're still scoring goals without their two strikers. So imagine that.
And last question, score prediction.
Score prediction for me is 2-1. I want to believe it's going to be a Roma win, 2-1.
I'm going 2-0. We can't concede against Venezia.
But that is, come on now. I just tell you, 3 young, hungry strikers facing us. In the last game, Rui Patricio did not make one save. And also, I forgot to mention, Venezia, they have the former Manchester United goalkeeper.
He's shit.
Romero.
He's absolute shit, mate.
I thought he was good though.
No, he's absolutely shit. You just reminded another factor of why we need to win on Sunday. But lads and lasses, it's been a pleasure. Tomorrow, Mourinho's press conference reaction / analysis. In the meantime, subscribe if you're new, like this live stream, and no Mourinho haters, up the roll now. Let's get the 3 points on Sunday. I'll catch you soon,
all right,
night.
Everyone, have a good one.
See you.
Bye. All right, cheers.